Hi Pisces, welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what's going on with you, your new love, and your love life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a reading for you, then we're going to take it down and we're going to do a reading for your person. Okay? All right, one moment. Okay. Okay, here we go. So the overall energy for this, it's the October's reading, but it is a timeless reading. So whenever you find this is what you're meant to hear. Okay. All right. So the overall energy is the Knight of Cups, water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So this is talking about a love offer coming in, one very romantic. This person has their heart in their sleeve. They're going to come forward and tell you exactly how they feel. Okay. This situation is going to require balance here. This is the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. Spirit is telling you that this is about patience and balance. Okay, so it may take time for some of you. Some of you, your person may have already come in, but for others of you, you may still be waiting. And you know, it's divine timing. So it's whenever everybody's ready. Everybody's going to be ready at a different point. Okay. Underneath this, we have the King of Pentacles. So this is, oh, and we also have the King of Cups showing up as well. So what? And look, underneath there, you got the King of Swords. So you got like all the kings here. And then underneath that king, you got the lovers. The only one that's missing is what? The King of Wands. But the King of Pentacles, talking about long-term, stable, and committed relationship. I also feel like this is the energy that you need to get in to be, you know, long-term, you know, financially, long-term, you know, stability, grounded, all of these things, because you know this is going to be the reflection. Whatever you are, you're going to reflect it out into the 3D. So that's why Spirit is talking about this. With the King of Cups, water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For me, this is Cancer. Spirit is talking about balance. This is about you being balanced. This could also speak of the new person, the soulmate, them being, you know, trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious, somebody you can completely trust. Okay. And they're going to come in balanced. Okay. With the King of Swords, this can talk about them being truthful, because I feel like your divine counterpart is represented by the Emperor, and the Emperor has all the best qualities of all the kings, just like the Empress has all the best qualities of all the queens. Okay. So I feel like that's why Spirit is showing you all of these cards, because these are the things that the qualities that your person, you know, is going to possess. Okay. And then underneath that, like I said, the lovers, this is Gemini energy. This is about the choice to be in a connection. Okay. Because at the end of the day, it is a choice. And then there is the Queen of Pentacles. So you and this person, you know, if that's what you want, you're going to end up being a couple. Okay. All right. So we're going to start by clarifying the Knight of Cups. Okay. So for you, we got the spirit animal. So Spirit is saying that you and this person mirror each other. All right. So whatever you're going through, 9 times out of 10, that's what this person is going through. When it comes to your person, they're working on their confidence, because they were in a connection with someone where they got mistreated just like you did. And they are focusing on building themselves back up after they were, you know, torn down by this person. Okay. Because they had feelings for this person just like you had feelings for the twin. All right. So the first card we're going to take a look at represents the main theme for this month. So it is this is normally the Hangman, but it's called the Awakening in this deck. Okay. So I don't know, there may have been something that happened to you, or that may go on this month, where you might be losing things. Because look at the bag here. This person is turned upside down in a tree, and all the things in their bag are falling out. So you might want to watch out for your articles this month, because you might literally be losing some things or misplacing some things, because there's like a key there. I see it looks like there's a coin. I'm trying to see what it's showing. Like a coin, there's some cards there. There's a feather. You know, this person has tarot cards in their bag, which I find interesting. But you are still always being watched over by Spirit, is what Spirit wants you to know. You're never alone, even when it looks like things are upside down and not working out the way you're wanting them to, and you're trying to look at things in a more positive way, or in a way that's going to be better for you, and you're trying to let go of what no longer serves you. Spirit is there, always there in the background, you know, having your back. Okay, let's clarify. So yeah, again, Spirit is saying that this is about balance, right? This is the second card we have that talked about balance. We had it show up with Temperance. It's showing up here again. Okay, so this is about you balancing out the feminine and masculine sides of your personality. It's also talking about you balancing your life, literally, okay? Making room and time for everything. There's a time for work, there's a time for play, there's a time to be with your person, there's a time to be alone, all of these things, okay? All right, the second card we're going to take a look at represents the past influences affecting this month, and we've got the Page of Pentacles. This could talk about, you know, you studying something. It could also speak of like just a love offer, okay, for something long-term, stable, and committed. It's going to be different for all of you, okay? It's an earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You got a lot of pentacle energy in your reading, which is good because pentacles may be slow moving, but they're steady and they're dependable, okay? And that's what you want when it comes to your life and when it comes to your love relationship, okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay, so we've got the passive card here, okay? Pisces, this is something that you got to look at, all right? So it's talking about you in a passive aggressive energy. It could have to do with what you went through with this twin, because you could still be traumatized by what this person went through, you know, what this person put you through, because you went through a lot of crazy stuff with this person. This person, you know, chose somebody over you. They may have cheated on you. You know, it could have been you know, ghosting, breadcrumbing, all these types of things. And I'm not wanting to talk about the twin, but this card is coming up because we have to address these things that happened in the past. I understand you want to shut the door on this and you don't want to deal with it anymore. But before you do that, Spirit is saying that you got to look at this stuff and you have to heal it before you shut the door on it completely, okay? Before you put it to bed. All right. So when it comes to the roadblocks for the month, you've got two cards. You're the only sign that got two cards for this. So you have the Page of Swords and you also have the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like both of your suitors are watching you. The twin is watching you, and this new person, the soulmate, is watching you, but they're watching you for different reasons. The twin is watching you to control, and the new person is watching you in order to like strategize, but not in a bad way. They're strategizing how to come in and not mess this up, okay? With the Ten of Pentacles, this is about you being, you know, putting yourself in a financially secure place. It's not about you leaning on anybody else to do that for you, because I feel like a lot of times when we're not secure in every area of our life, we tend to make decisions that have something to do with the areas where we're lacking. So like if you're somebody that, you know, is not stable when it comes to home life, like you may need a place to stay, or you may find yourself in a bind where you're going to need to move out of your place or something like that. Sometimes people, I'm not saying you're doing that, but I'm saying this is just an example. People will get into relationships with other people sometimes because they need a place to stay, or because they need money, or because they need whatever. And the person that they end up hooking up with is someone that has these things, okay? So this is about you standing on your own 2 feet, okay? This card can also talk about delays, that there may be delays because of financial issues, all right? So this is about you getting on your feet so you can stand in the Empress energy and the Nine of Pentacles energy and be able to, you know, sit down, stand in your power and be discerning about whoever approaches you to try to be with you, okay? Because this is about you making the best decision for yourself. This has nothing to do with anybody else, all right? Okay, let's clarify. So we've got, the healing card, all right? That is what's going to help you through this situation as well. You've got to heal this passive aggressive energy, because I'm telling you, the best revenge for somebody like this twin is for you to heal yourself to the point to where you don't even think about their asses anymore, okay? To heal yourself to the point to where if they try to feel you energetically, they feel nothing, okay? And when you think about them, you feel nothing for them. That's the best revenge for somebody like this, because this person is an attention whore. They love attention, okay? They love for people to do things for them and for them to not have to give anything in return for that. So by you withdrawing your energy, not being attentive to them, okay, focusing on yourself, that's what's going to be detrimental to this person, and that's what's going to get you out of this energy. Okay. All right. The next card we're going to take a look at are the possibilities of the month. So you got options, baby. 7 of Cups. Spirit is saying you got to make a choice. This could be options in career. It could, also talk about options in love, because, like, as I said, some of you may be ready to, bring in new people. All right. You may have already stabilized yourself financially in all the other areas of your life, and you may be ready to welcome somebody in. So Spirit is telling you to stop procrastinating, stop over analyzing, and make a decision about whatever this is, because the 7 of Cups is going to be different for everybody. Okay. Like I said, for some of you, it may be options. For others of you, it may be options in career. It may be options in, I don't know, where you want to live. It could be a lot of different options in money. It could be a lot of different things with this. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. Yeah. See, you got abundance. Abundance. You're headed toward a very abundant life. As long as you continue to walk away from this twin and show Spirit that you have understood the assignment, and you know that you need to leave this person alone, that they do not have your best interests at hand, then you're going to continue to be blessed by Spirit. Okay. All right. So now we're going to take these cards down, and I am going to do a spread for your person. We're going to take a peek at them and see what is going on in their life. Okay. We're going to find out what the delay is from their side. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is for Pisces soulmate spirit, the new person, the new love. What is going on with Pisces soulmate, please, Spirit? The new love. What is happening with Pisces soulmate, please, Spirit? It looks like they're stuck in their head about something. They may be. All right. Outcome, please. All right. Okay. All right. So overall energy for your soulmate is the 7 of Coins. This is the 7 of Pentacles. As you can see on the card, it says good things take time. So this person is taking a long-term view when it comes to this connection between the two of you. All right. They know that you're the one. Look, see how this woman is pregnant? That's usually the Empress card. So this person wants to come in. I said the same thing for Aquarius, but they want to shoot up the club. Okay. That's to get you pregnant. So they want to shoot up the club, or if it's the reverse, it's a woman, they want you to shoot up their club. All right. So I feel like this person is down to have a family with you if that's what you're wanting, or build a family, build something together, like blending the families together if the two of you have families, or if it's kids on one side, for you to come together some type of way in a harmonious way with this 7 of Pentacles. But Spirit is telling you to have patience. This person is having patience as well, because when you sow something, right? When you plant something, it's not you can't keep digging it up to look at it to see if it's ready to harvest or not. You got to plant it, know that it's going to, believe and trust and have faith that it's going to go ahead and do what it's supposed to do. And you just got to walk away. And when the time is right, it's going to happen. So that's what Spirit is telling you with this 7 of Coins card. Okay. And that's what I feel like your person understands that. They're a very patient person, because this person moves slowly. They don't move fast. They're not very impulsive. Okay. This is somebody who thinks a lot before they make moves. All right. So we've got the 10 of Cups reversed here. So your person may have had a family with someone else, okay? Or maybe they wanted to have a family with this person that they were with, and some kind of way, things just went wrong. So because you see, it says disconnected family. So it's talking about an imbalance, this being a broken relationship, an inauthentic relationship, a false sense of security. So they were led to believe, just like you were, that it's going to be rainbow, puppy dogs, all this kind of crap. And then it ended up being like a horror show. Okay. All right. Then we've got the 9 of Cups. You make this person feel emotionally fulfilled. You are this person's wish fulfillment. So this is about them wanting to come together with you, be happy, be satisfied, and live the good life. Okay. Okay. And then we've got the material attachment here with the 4 of Coins. So this can talk about, like this person may have, how can I explain? they may be holding themselves back at first because of what happened with this other person. Because like I told you, I think in this last relationship, they were starting to relax when the person started to do whatever they were doing. The mask slipped and everything started to fall apart. All right. Okay. So let's start by clarifying this Seven of Coins. So Spirit is just telling you to be patient. Okay. Everything's going to happen in divine timing when it's supposed to, and when you look back on this, you'll realize that everything that happened was supposed to be happening. So this person is going to be very loyal. Look, you and this person are going to grow old together. Okay. If you choose and you decide that you want to be with them. Okay. But they were going through a test of faith in the past, just like you were. So this Nine of Wands would have been in your past, signifying what went down between you and the twin, you and your person and their ex person. This is what was happening with them. So this is about, your person had lessons that they needed to learn as well. They were with a narcissist, I feel like, just like you were. And this was about both of you learning what you needed to learn so that the two of you could come together and, be in this connection together and be able to sustain it. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. So we've got surrender. So your person realizes what has happened. They realize, the purpose of everything, and they're just surrendering to what is happening, letting go and letting God, letting spirit, letting the universe take over. Okay. All right. So now we have the Two of Wands showing up here. This is the present card. Okay. So it is talking about, can talk about being at a crossroads, needing to make a decision. I feel like the decision is already made, but it's also talking about this person lacking a strategy. But I feel like the reason why they're lacking a strategy is because they have surrendered and they have allowed spirit to take over. Okay. I do still feel like they are reevaluating the situation. And like I said, watching you to see the best way for them to come in when the time comes. And then there's the confidence card again. You can't make it up. You heard me shuffle these cards and look at the confidence card showing up again. So they are stepping back into their confidence, building themselves back up because they're ready to, they're going to be ready and prepared to come towards you when the time comes. Then we've got the Queen of Swords showing up here. So this is an air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This is talking about, this person, they may have gotten divorced from someone. I told you that with the Ten of Cups reversed, that there was some type of family and it ruptured or, became broken some kind of way. Also with this Queen of Swords, this is talking about, this person, they could be a widower as well. And this is somebody who's been through a lot. Okay. But they're all about honesty and they're all about, fairness and that type of stuff, because with the Queen of Swords, they may not be as emotional as some of the other, like, as passionate as the Queen of Wands or as emotional as the Queen of Cups. But this is someone that's all about fairness and truth. And I feel like, they got to work to get out of this Queen of Swords energy because it's something that was left over. It was like residue from this situation with this other person. Okay. This person is all about compromise. I feel like they didn't have a lot of compromise in the last connection, that it was this other person's way or the highway. All right. And then with the last placement here, the outcome, they're getting out of that Five of Cups energy because it's the Five of Cups reversed. So they're moving on from what happened. And then we've got the money trap here, the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So it's talking about you had the Ten of Pentacles upright. They've got it reversed. So it's about fear of financial loss. Remember, I told you, some of you, your person may be going through or may have gone through a divorce. And there may have been a financial toll taken. Because remember, we had the card with you that talked about something falling out of somebody's bag. And like I said, the both of you are mirroring each other. So this could have been someone who married your person for money. Okay. They might have looked at them or wanted to marry them for money and tried to get with them and to be with them in a relationship for money, because for all of you, your person wasn't married, not for everybody. Okay. It's just for, a few of you. Okay. And so it's talking about, it can talk about bankruptcy, all these types of things. I don't feel like this person has gone through that. I just feel like they realize that, they were in a period of despair because they realized this person just saw them as like a bank. All right. Okay. Let's clarify. Yeah, but they're stepping back into their divine masculine energy, their divine counterpart energy. This is the equivalent of the emperor. All right, so they're coming back to themselves, their true self. They're journeying back to themselves in order to be ready for you when spirit taps them on the shoulder and gives them the go to go ahead to come towards you. Okay, so we've got some messages from spirit. New love, a new love or recommitment to love is developing. Okay, it's talking about you and them. We have obstacles. It says unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. So unhealed wounds on both sides are what's blocking this from moving forward, because you got to heal. This person has to heal. It takes time. As I've told you before, healing is not a straight line. You'll have good days where you take 50 steps forward, and then you'll have bad ones where you take 70 back. Okay, so it's going to be different for everyone. Then we've got interference. It says an external party is intruding on this relationship. So we already know the twins going to come in and try to mess things up, because they don't want you moving on. And this other person here is going to, realize that they haven't already realized what they've lost, and they're going to come back and want to try to make mischief as well. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get messages from the new person, not the old. Okay. First one, it says doubt. Please stop doubting our connection. I can sense it, and it's making me doubt too. Just have faith and know I will reach out to you when divine timing is right. Trust the process, my love. Everything will work out beautifully. Okay, so spirit, your person is telling you, don't doubt this. Don't doubt this connection. Just, surrender like they're surrendering, and allow it to just play out the way it's supposed to. Okay. Okay, so we've got, you are my everything. You are my good vibes. You are the butterflies in my stomach. You are the person that when I think about you, I smile. You are the feeling of total happiness. You are the warm feeling of being loved. You are the sunshine that breaks through the clouds on a rainy day. You are the reason why my life feels complete. You are my everything. So you are everything to this person. You are the reason why they are doing the work they need to do, moving heaven and earth to get back into this divine masculine energy, because they're ready to come towards you. Okay. All right. And then we're going to get a few more messages. But this person wants to grow old with you. They don't see themselves with anybody else but you. Okay. I didn't know what love felt like until you came along. So this person, may not have ever truly been in love until you. I miss you more and more every day. And then we've got, when I can hold you again, I will never let go. So this person, I feel like they dream about being with you, dream about what life is going to be like with you, how happy the two of you are going to be. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. One more. Just a few more messages, and then I'm going to let you go. Okay. So we've got, I feel at home with you. Both you and this person are going to feel so comfortable and so relaxed with each other. Your beauty is so captivating that I forget to blink. All right. They find you very attractive. And then we've got, thank you for being so patient with me. This person is very appreciative, will be very appreciative of you and all the things you bring to their relationship. All right. Okay, so before we go, I'm going to get a Lover's Oracle card for you and see what Spirit wants to tell you. Okay, so you got two that fell. So this is the first one. All right, it says, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Okay, so Spirit is telling you this is a well-deserved reward for you. Then we have this card, and it says, look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. So if you're champing at the bit, you're upset, that passive aggressive that's going on about this other person. If you're getting all these turbulent feelings, you need to look inside yourself and find out the source, the reason why, so you can kill it, because it's disrupting what you're trying to manifest here with this person. That's why they're sending you this doubt card and telling you to stop doubting the connection. Because just like this bozo could come into your life, male or female, you got to believe that this new person can do the same. Okay, and that you deserve it. All right. Okay, Pisces, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Pisces. Hi, Pisces. Welcome back to Lee's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at new love and you in your love life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Okay, Pisces. Overall energy for this week's reading is the Four of Pentacles. So this can talk about holding yourself back. It can also talk about, somebody holding on to you as, like a possession. So we're going to clarify to see what Spirit is talking about with this. Then we've got the Nine of Cups here showing up, which can talk about wish fulfillment. So this is Spirit telling you that your wish is on the way. All right. We've got the Seven of Swords here. This can speak of planning, but it also can talk about lies and betrayal, which I feel like both you and your person have experienced lately. Then we had the Page of Cups showing up here. This is a water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This can be talking about somebody coming in with a small love offer. They could also be coming in with an apology. This could have to do with the twin. Then we've got the High Priestess here, which talks about, it's Pisces energy, and it's talking about, somebody like putting you on a pedestal, you feeling or you feeling to them like you're unattainable. This could be the twin looking at you this way, seeing you as unattainable because you've walked away from this person. Okay, I feel like you are defending yourself, you're protecting your energy and protecting your peace with the Seven of Wands. So we're going to start by clarifying with this Four of Pentacles, or clarifying the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so okay, we've got the suppression card showing up here. I think this came up for you last week. This is talking about you suppressing your feelings, all right? When it comes to this situation, what happened to you in your love life. Okay, whatever this is you're suppressing, it could be bitterness from what happened with this other person, because the other card that's coming up is shame, okay? A lot of you feel ashamed about what happened with this twin. You feel ashamed that this person allowed you, you allowed this person to take advantage of you, that you tried to love this person, and it's like they basically pooped. I want to say shit. Spirit is giving me shit, so I got to say what they're saying. Shit all over you. That's what I'm hearing, okay? So what Spirit is trying to tell you is that this is something that needs to be dealt with, okay? You should not be feeling ashamed because you told this person how you felt or because of the things that you went through. All 12 signs went through the same thing, okay? The entire collective went through it. If you're on this channel, 9 times out of 10, and this resonates for you, 9 times out of 10, you went through a situation where somebody dogged you, okay? And let me say this too. Your person, this new soulmate that's coming, they had somebody drag them as well. There's nothing to feel ashamed about. You tried to love somebody. You should be proud of yourself. The things that you do, I think I told you this last week. I'm going to tell you again, so you might as well get ready. You should not feel ashamed for opening up your heart to somebody and loving them, Pisces. That's what love is. That's what a relationship is. You did what you were supposed to do. You understood the assignment, okay? And you did what you were supposed to do. So this, you need to get rid of this shame, okay? And then the suppression, whatever you're suppressing, like the hurt feelings, you may be feeling jaded. You may be feeling like you don't want to mess with nobody else no more because of what happened. This is what this person wants. Okay. If you want new love, you want to be loved. You want what it is that you've always wished for, you always prayed for. The person is waiting. Okay. They're about to knock on your door, but you got to get out of this energy if you're wanting them to come in. Okay. All right. Let me pull 2 more cards or another card for your person. What's coming up? Okay. When it comes to your person, they've got issues too. They're dealing with issues with a karmic family member. Okay. Somebody who is giving them hell on their side of things, and they're having to work this out because it could be a parent. And so they don't want to go into a relationship with you having problems with a parent, because a lot of times when you do that, you may end up taking it out on your inadvertently on your person. Okay. All right. this person is focusing on their stability too. They're making sure that they've dotted all their I's and crossed their T's because they're ready, they're trying to make space for you to come into their life. Okay. All right. Okay, the first card we're going to take a look at here represents who you're going to be in this relationship. So you're showing up as the Empress. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, Pisces. Okay, this is Taurus, Libra energy. It is talking about, you standing in your power, knowing your worth. This is also talking about you opening yourself up. If you're not opening yourself up because you're still suppressing with this suppression card, Spirit is advising you to do this because the new person is going to come in with their heart open and you owe it to them, just like they owe it to you, to be open and to get rid of whatever this suppression is. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Yeah. Spirit is telling you, you may need to meditate. Okay. Meditation can help you get through a lot of pain, a lot of crazy stuff. And, if you've heard me talk about meditation before, I talk about the fact that you don't start out doing an hour. You don't have to do that. You don't even have to do an hour. You don't even have to do 30 minutes in order for it to be effective. Okay. You can meditate 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and it be effective. Okay. That's how powerful meditation is. Okay. So you don't start out, just like you don't start out learning how to ride a bike by jumping on the damn bike and taking off, and you just know how to do it the first time you do it. It's the same thing with meditation. Start off with a minute or 2 or 3 minutes, something like that, and work your way up to what is satisfactory for you. And it could be a situation where one day you may need 2 minutes, one day you may need 5, one day you may need 15, one day you may need 20. If it fluctuates like that, go with the flow, go with what your higher self is telling you, what your soul is telling you, because this is a win-win. I'm telling you, meditation helps you to not be reactive, and it helps you to not be impulsive. You think before you do things. Okay. And it also helps with like pain and stuff like that. Like if you're having, like I'm talking about emotional pain, if you're having like a bad day, you're thinking a lot about the shit that happened in your past, and you don't know, you don't know how to bring your vibration back up, sit and meditate. Meditation is a beautiful thing. You don't even have to meditate quietly. You can, if you know how to chant, you can chant. Me, I listen to music when I meditate. I have meditation music that I listen to. There's an album that Deepak Chopra does, and I listen. There's a song on there that I really like. It's actually a whole meditation album, and you can sit through the whole meditation album. And I think it takes like 45 minutes to an hour. But I like that one particular song, so I listen to that one song on repeat, and I meditate, for a few minutes in the morning every day, and it sets the tone for the day, so that when things come up, you're able to deal with them better. Okay. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you with the stillness card. Okay. When it comes to your person, this is talking about who they're going to show up as in the relationships. The Parish card, because we're not supposed to say the word for some reason. And then we've got the Queen of Wands showing up here. Fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I feel like this is talking about your person, going through this transformation and showing up as somebody, who is balanced, who is ready, who, is very protective, very passionate, excited about this relationship, ready to be in this relationship and come in full force with you. Okay. Let's clarify. Okay. So we got 2 cards that fell here. Your person is dealing with guilt wounds as well. Okay. So they're dealing with some type of something that they feel like, happened in their connection, and they're trying to work through it with the guilt wound. So it's talking about them feeling sorry, using guilt to manipulate, being afraid to set boundaries. Okay. So maybe they were afraid to set boundaries with this person that they were with, and this person, they may have allowed this person to walk all over them. Because, you let people do things that other people, you would never let other people do when you're in love with them. And I feel like for you, Pisces, that's what that shame is coming through for, and probably what this guilt, why this guilt is coming through for your person. But you got to realize, you live and you learn. Everyone makes mistakes, and that doesn't mean you should stop loving people, and you shouldn't come in the same energy you came in with this person. It's just, you have to take your time to figure out who the person is before you give it your all. Okay. Then we've got the intimacy card. Yeah, this person is learning how to set boundaries, and they're learning how to open their heart up again, because we just talked about it. The first thing you want to do when you get hurt, right? Especially a water sign, because we're very sensitive. So one of the first things we want to do is shut it down and like, no love. We're not giving nothing, but when you do that, you're a loving person to begin with. So it's like you're changing your character because of what somebody else did. And you have to realize that, yeah, you don't go back and be the same type of person you were before to someone who is repeatedly, doing things to hurt you, but you can't shut yourself down and stop being open to other people that are around you. Okay. Because everybody is not to blame for what this person did. Okay. All right. Okay, next card represents what you're looking for in a lover. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles here. You want somebody long-term, stable, committed. I feel like you're looking for your life partner with this Ace of Pentacles card, or somebody with whom you can have a long-term, stable and committed relationship. Okay, you may not, you may not want to get married, but this person, I feel like, is going to offer you marriage if the two of you decide on it. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Okay, let's clarify. Yeah, see? Reconciliation. The reason why it says reconciliation is because those of you that don't know, this is for those that don't know. You had a past life connection with this person. So they're coming back in this life, and it's a reconciliation, a reunion with this person, because you've had other, times that you spent with them in other relationships, in other lives. So we've got the sorrow card showing up here. It's saying deep distress caused by loss, disappointment, or other misfortune suffered by oneself or others. Okay. You're trying to get over something that happened with this person, or like some of you could be going through grief. Some of you may have suffered a death in the family. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what's coming up for me. So it could be that. But those of you, who are sitting in this sorrow and the shame because of what happened with this other person, okay, you have to lick your wounds. You have to give yourself time to get over it. That's what the Hermit energy is for. But Spirit is telling you, don't linger there. Don't marinate there. Don't let that become your new normal. Okay. Have your time to feel the way you feel. Maybe you need to journal. Maybe you need to meditate. Maybe you need to, exercise. You need to figure out things. Figure out how to soothe yourself and do that so that you can move forward out of this. Okay. All right. When it comes to your person and what they're looking for in a lover, we've got the Knight of Wands. So this is a fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this person wants somebody who's going to come in and be as passionate as they are, because this person is going to be passionate. This card can also denote somebody who's fickle, someone who comes in very passionate, but they can't sustain it. And I don't feel like that's what, that's what this card is about. I feel like it's all about the passion, the protectiveness, all the things, all the fiery, the positive fiery qualities. That's what this person is looking for in a relationship. Someone who is going to come, with a love offer, just like they have a love offer, and the two of you be in this very passionate romance with each other. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Yeah. See, this person is coming forward. All right. They've experienced a lot of hardship in life. Okay. And I feel like they're working through that and overcoming it, because they're wanting to come forward and confess to you how they truly feel. They're not letting this hardship hold them back. And that's why Spirit is telling you to not let it hold you back. You've been through things, yes, but what you want, okay, in a relationship, the type of person you want, okay, that you've always wanted in a relationship, Pisces, is on the other side of your healing. So that's why it's imperative that you do this, because like I said, this person's going to come in, they're going to be balanced, their heart's going to be open, they're going to be ready to work with you. They, like I said, a lot of you, this person watches you, they love you, they already know about you. They can tell, they can sense energetically that you've been through something, okay? And they are, waiting for the time, a time that is right to come in, because they're not wanting to take advantage of you. This is someone who really, really cares about you and loves you and cares about your well-being. Okay. All right. The next card represents what you're looking for in a relationship. So we got the Eight of Wands here. You're looking for communication. I also feel like you're looking for somebody to come in and sweep you off your feet. And you may want something to start really fast, because the Eight of Wands can denote something picking up really fast. But what Spirit is saying is, Take your time with this person because you both have been hurt. You both have been through, traumatic and tumultuous relationships. And this is about the two of you gradually coming together, because if this person is going to be your life partner or somebody that you're going to have a long-term, stable, and committed relationship with, what you rushing for? What are you rushing for? When you realize that this person is the one you were looking for, there's no need to rush because they're not going anywhere and you're not going anywhere. Okay? Let's clarify. Okay. So, yeah, this is about you being confident, okay? Knowing who you are, stepping into that superhero outfit and realizing, who you are, what you deserve, what you bring to the table, and, being confident. Because, confidence, think about that. Think about if you're a woman and you see men confident, you're attracted to men, you see confident men, think about how that turns you on. Or like if you're a man and you see a confident woman, think about how that turns you on to see somebody confident. Okay, this is about you stepping into who you really are. This is like the Empress energy. Okay, all right. And then this is also about you being receptive to what it is that you want. And being receptive is doing the healing, putting that shame to bed, stopping, digging up those feelings and not suppressing them, feeling those feelings, because the only way you're going to be able to let them go, Pisces, is for you to feel them first. So you have to feel them. You got to go through that hurt and pain one last time to be able to let it go, because feelings buried alive never die. Okay. So you can't bury them alive and expect them to never erupt, to never come up, because what's going to happen is you put that sand or that soil over whatever it is that you're suppressing, and then you get into a relationship with somebody or even a friendship. It doesn't, or it could be something that happens, with a family member. You get into something with somebody and they do something to trigger you, and all that stuff's going to come up. It's all going to come up and you're going to end up overreacting. A lot of times, like I tell y'all, it's like just like when you're in love and you have rose colored glasses on. When you're hurting and you have suppressed emotions and you get into a relationship, it's like you have on dirty glasses. So you got fingerprints, oil from your fingers and dirt and all this stuff on your glasses from the hurt and the pain that you've experienced. And you have those on and you're looking at people and you're not looking at them clearly, because you're looking at them from a place of hurt, from a place of pain, from a place of all that stuff, all that crap on there. So you healing yourself is like you're cleaning those glasses off so you can really put them on and look at them clear, look at everybody clearly. Okay. And that's how that helps with discernment. And that's why going slow helps you too, because you're able to really look at the person, see what they're doing, think about how they make you feel without, because a lot of people these days like to just jump straight into the bed. This is about building a foundation. If you want to be in a connection with this person and it to be long term, I'm not saying you can't start by having sex with a person and it won't ever go anywhere. I can't sit there and say, that's true, but you have a better chance of it excelling and going where you want it to go if you just start off slow. Get to know them for a little bit. Know who you're letting in your body before you let them in your body, or before you go, before you get into theirs. Find out who this person is, because the last thing you want is to get into something with somebody, to sleep with somebody, and then the next thing you know, this person is crazy. You realize, they done attached themselves to you, and you got what they call it, a stage 4 clinger and all this crap, because you didn't slow down to look at who you truly were dealing with. Okay. So like I said, this is about you being receptive to who's coming into your life as well. Okay. Being receptive doesn't mean you allow people to walk all over you. It doesn't mean you open your heart up all the way and just let people take advantage of you. It doesn't mean that. You can take your time. You can go in stages, go in steps, give a little bit and then wait. Give a little bit and wait. You don't have to open yourself up. When I tell you, you gotta, get in it, open yourself up, get more in touch with your softer side. I'm not telling you to just go in and pull everything off and be like, okay, I'm ready to love you, I'm open all the way. No, find out who the person is. Let the person find out who you are. Be relaxed with each other first. Find out, start to talk, have conversations, do all the things that you're supposed to do at the beginning of a relationship. Don't be in such a rush, okay, is what Spirit is saying, okay? All right, so next card represents what your person is looking for in a relationship. Look at this. The Emperor. We got the Emperor and the Empress on the table. Divine counterparts. So this is Aries energy. Your person is looking for somebody stable, somebody practical, somebody dependable, okay? Somebody who is going to be here, stand the test of time, somebody who is going to be, be in that boss energy like they're in that boss energy. Like I said, you and this person may get together and build not only a relationship together, but also build a business together, okay? But I still feel like you'll have your own independent thing going on as well. So this is somebody who wants somebody that's going to give as much as they give, okay? Where it's going to be equal across the board, okay? All right, so to clarify, we've got the music card showing up again. You and this person, y'all communicate with each other through music. It may be through telepathy as well. Then we've got the optimism card. So this person is building their courage up because I feel like at times, you intimidate them, all right? So they're building up their optimism, realizing that they can do this. They can get over what they went through in this relationship with this other person. And as I said, I feel like they're champing at the bit. They can't wait to come in and talk to you and learn about you. Because it's a different thing to just sit and observe somebody and then it is to interact with them and really get to know them. And I feel like that's what it is for them. This person wants to be able to ask you questions and tell you stories and listen to your stories and, just make you feel relaxed and help you any kind of way they can. This person is a giver just like you are. Okay. All right. So when it comes to what your relationship is destined to be like, we've got the Temperance card. So this is Sagittarius energy. It is talking about balance. This connection is going to be balanced. This is a soulmate connection because Temperance is a soulmate card. And it's also talking about, moderation. It's talking about healing. You and this person are going to be able to come into each other's lives and help each other heal the residue of what happened. The residue. I ain't talking about the majority of what happened in the connection what happened to both of you and each other's connection. I'm not talking about that. So what I mean by that is like maybe the last 10% of what you went through, or the last 20% maybe of what you went through. This is a situation where you're supposed to do most of the work, the majority of your work on your own, healing, and they are too. And when the two of you come together, you're helping each other to heal the last few bits of it, okay? But this person is going to push you, inspire you to be better. You're going to do the same thing for them. This is a higher level of a connection, okay? This is not somebody with whom you are going to, stagnate, or, they're going to be good for a little bit and then it's going to be some old crap, okay? Look. This is your person's card. This is your card. So there will be a lot of passion and desire in the connection, okay? We got the twin coming in with the regret card. I'm just going to throw that over there. And then Spirit is telling you, focus on yourself, focus on your creativity, build yourself up. This is what's going to help you to get into this Empress energy, all right? Help you to be receptive, all right? Help you to heal what has happened in your past relationships. Okay, so now we're going to get some messages from Spirit, see what else they want to tell you. Okay, so we have clarity. Your soul is guiding you to the answers you seek. So Spirit is guiding you through this, okay? They're going to illuminate the path and show you what is going on, okay? Then we've got cooperation. There will be an opportunity where the parties will set aside their differences and collaborate. So you and this person, this is about you and this person, compromising, coming together, talking about what it is you want. And I feel like for the majority, the majority of what you want, you're both going to be on the same page, and then you're going to, set out to make it happen. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages from your person. We are not going to get any messages from the twin. So don't worry about that. We ain't messing with that right now. Okay. We've got time apart. This time apart is giving both of us an opportunity to work on ourselves and be the best version. I need to retreat a bit until I get over what is bothering me. I don't want you to see me like this. I am protecting you from my dark shadow side. So this person, they understand what we just talked about, that if you come to this connection, you're not ready. They come into the connection, they're not ready. You're just going to blow it up. Okay. You're going to mess it up. That's why you're being protected and your person is being protected, and you're being held apart. You're being kept in separation until the time is right. Okay? Because look, there's divine guidance. It says, I am amazed at how the universe brought us together. Everything keeps falling into place for us. There are divine forces at work guiding us to union. The divine is working behind the scenes for us. If you look back at our journey, you will see it too. So, like I said, Spirit has their hand on this. So just take your hand off the wheel. Let them do what they do. Okay? They know. They can see. Remember, they can see not only your side, but their side. They can see the whole entire picture. All right. So they see things that you don't see. So we've got faith. I have faith and hope in our connection and in us. I know that you have been brought into my life for a reason, and it's bigger than the both of us. I know that we're destined to be together, and have faith in God that they will find the way, and have faith in God that I guess he'll find the way for us. Okay. Some typos on here. So this person is telling you to have faith. This connection, everything's going to come together when it's time. All right. Okay. So we've got, you're the first thing I think about when I open my eyes. Like I told you, this person is, you're always on this person's mind. I hear You're Always on My Mind by SWV. No matter how hard I try, my thoughts always sway back to you. Like I told you, they think about you all the time. You're all I've ever hoped for. You're my dream person. Okay. Let's see. Let me get some of these other cards. I'm just going to pull some random cards. Okay, we've got, you are the one. I know we are meant to be together. Switch it up, make it different. We've got, I will call or text you very soon. Like I told you, some of you got communication coming in. All right. Like I said, you and this person may have the same friend group. You could work together. You may have met this person, or will meet them online. So it could be some type of, they may contact you through Instagram, Facebook, something like that. But like I said, this person knows who you are, and they're ready to come in. I will love you always and forever. All right. Okay. So before you go, we are going to pull some Black Hollywood Romance Stars Oracle cards and see what else Spirit wants to tell you about the reading and about the connection. Okay, so we've got look, there it is, communication. It says a conversation is on the horizon. Someone is planning to reach out. Be ready to express yourself. I told you. See? So this person is going to be coming in soon for some of you. All right, those of you who have done your work and you're ready to be in this connection, I feel like this person is, they real close. Okay, and then we've got emotional support. Now it's the time to check in with your emotions and with your partner's thoughts and feelings. So this is going to be a connection where, you support each other on every level. It's not just physically, it's emotionally, mentally, physically, all the levels, spiritually. Okay. And then we have sweet song. It says soulmates often use music and songs as a telepathic aid in order to share spiritual messages and emotions with each other. Okay. Again, we're talking about the telepathy. Okay. All right. Okay. Pisces, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Pisces. Hi, Pisces. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what's going on with your soulmate with new love, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. This is for Pisces person spirit, their soulmate, the new love, what is going on with them. This one. Okay. You and Capricorn were the only signs that got 10 cards. Everybody else got 9. Okay, here we go. Overall energy for your person's reading this week is the parish card. I can't say this word. I don't know why. Something's up with YouTube and the algorithm. Anyway, this card is talking about a transformation. Okay. Underneath this is the Nine of Swords. This can speak of, your person having, nightmares, crying, sleepless nights, that type of thing, them being stressed about this situation. Okay. Or stressed about their healing, what they need to do to prepare for this connection. Because like I said, I feel like this person has a lot of weight on their shoulders because they've got some things they've got to get through before the two of you can come together. We have the King of Pentacles showing up here, earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It is talking about your person seeing you as the person they want to spend the rest of their life with. They want to have a, stable, committed, grounded relationship with them. This could also represent them showing up as a boss, somebody who like could be a CEO, the head of a company, run their own company, be an entrepreneur, any of those things. Okay. Then we've got the Five of Cups showing up here, heartbreak, breakup, separation. So your person came out of something. It could have been recently. It could have been a while ago, but I feel like the last connection they were in was really, really jarring to them, really tumultuous, really traumatic for them. Okay. And then with the Eight of Swords, it kept them stuck in their head for a long time. And I feel like they're trying to come out of that because they're ready to come towards you with this love offer. So this is a Knight of Swords, air sign, or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, because they got this passion stick for you. The Ace of Wands, they want to have a fresh new start in love. Get your mind out the gutter. Okay. So we're going to start by clarifying the parish card. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and clarify. Okay. 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 So when it comes to you, to clarify the parish card, we have the suppression card. Like I said, you're both going through a transformation with this card, right? Things have to end in order to have a new beginning. So you have suppressed a lot of your emotions, okay? A lot of pain or hurt and pain that you've dealt with from past connections. And Spirit is telling you that this is something that has to be looked at, okay? This person admires your beauty, all right? And this card here, the connection is broken. This is talking about the connection between you and your twin. It's broken now. This person is scrambling. The twin is scrambling to try to get it back. That's why this card is showing up here. When it comes to your person, this separation between the two of you, I hear it's like killing them. They really don't like it. They don't like it any more than you like it. Okay. I'm talking about the soulmate. All right. Not the twin. This person has a lot of trust issues, your soulmate, because of what happened to them in these past connections. Because like I said, they were mistreated and went through traumatic times and were devalued, ghosted, left on red. All the things that happened to you, that's what happened to them. Okay. And for a lot of your people, it may have ended up in divorce. This is not gonna apply to everyone, but the connection, again, look, there's the connection is broken. All right. I feel like that's what this is talking about too, that their connection with whoever it was that they were with is broken. It ended in divorce. This could just also mean that the connection ended. Okay. All right. Okay. So we've got 10 cards that fell for your person. The first three we're going to take a look at represent the recent past. Okay. So we've got 3 cards that fell. We have the Four of Cups, the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy, and the Knight of Cups, which is the water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Give me 1 second and I'm going to clarify, then we're going to read it. Okay, so with the Four of Cups, this is the energy I feel like your person was in after their connection with whoever this was, the last person they were with, ended. Okay. So this can talk about apathy, this can speak of like depression, feeling like you've lost sight of the magic of life. So your person, they didn't look at life the same way after what happened between them and this last person they were in a connection with. Okay, they've done a lot of thinking, a lot of contemplation about what what had happened, because this person left them feeling very unworthy. This person tried to break them down just like the twin tried to break you down. Okay, but this person is building back up their confidence. All right, because they want to offer you this higher level of commitment with the Hierophant. Okay, I feel like they were done with relationships after this divorce happened, or this ending happened, this last ending they had with this last person. But meeting you or seeing you and falling in love with you, they have a new lease on life, and now this person is building up their confidence to come in to offer you this, give you this love offer. All right, with the Knight of Cups. And it's going to involve them wanting to be a team with you, and for the two of you to have a team, have teamwork, and build an amazing connection together. Okay, so the second row represents what's currently going on. Okay, we've got 3 cards that fell here. We have the Judgment, we have the 8 of Cups, and we've got the 4 of Pentacles. So this person wants to have a second chance at love. They want to do it all over again. They want to try one last time. All right. They ended up having to leave a connection that they were in for some time. Like I said, it could have been a marriage for some of your people. All right. It could have been eight weeks, 8 months, 8 years. They could have been with this person. So they were with them for a while. And then with the 4 of Pentacles, this is talking about, when they left. Because look at the card. Look at how this person is ran away from the connection, and they're running into the 4 of Pentacles, which is talking about, them holding themselves back emotionally because of what happened, because of the trauma and the hurt and pain that this last connection caused. Let's clarify. Judgment. Eight of Cups. Okay, let me tell you. Look at this. I want to show you this, Pisces. Let's talk about this first. Okay, this person wanted the second chance. As I told you, this is Scorpio energy. So they may have Scorpio placements, or you may have. With the karma card here. So this person, they feel like, it's their karma to have a second chance and have things go right, because in the past they've had a lot of fucked up relationships, is this the best way to put it. Okay. Remember this person running away with the 8, running away from, with the 8 of Cups, right? Look at the drink in their hand, right? Look at what's clarifying it. We got the toxic addiction card. Okay, this card does not have to just talk about, it can talk about alcohol, but I feel like for some of you it is alcohol, because this person is holding a glass of, looks like alcohol, in their hands as they're running away. So I feel like this is how your person coped with whatever this is. And the toxic addiction doesn't have to be alcohol. Some of the examples here: drugs, sex, gambling. Okay, it could be working too much, like I tell you, going to the gym, anything, eating too much food. It could be anything that this person is putting too much time into, that would be taking away from other areas of their life, or taking away from a connection with the both of you. All right. So I feel like this might have been how this person dealt with things. Okay. And because you see this card, this is what I want to tell you, Pisces. We are not talking about the old person. We are not talking about the twin. This is new love. So don't be coming for me in the comments I'm talking about your old person, because soulmates can have fucking issues just like everybody else. But it doesn't mean you're going to love the person any less. This person has genuine and altruistic feelings for you, and they're trying to come in at their best, but they realize that they have things that they have to deal with. Okay, just like you got shit. You ain't nobody coming in here. I've seen this card show up for y'all, Pisces. So I'm telling you this to tell you, this is not old love. This is new love. This is a human being who, even though they're perfect for you, they have issues just like everybody else. But some people seem to think that because you can have a fairy tale love with somebody, you can ride off into the sunset with them, that they may not, they may be riding off with you with a damn drink in there. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to laugh about an addiction, because it's not funny, but I'm laughing at how some people don't live in reality. Okay, You're not going to go through this life. You're not going to get drugged, Pisces, by other people. You're not going to get dragged by them. You're not going to get mistreated by them and go through traumatic experiences and not come out, and come out unscathed. I tell y'all this all the time, but I'm still hearing people in the comments not listening to what I'm telling them, listening to what spirit is giving me. All right. So this person's got issues just like everybody else. It doesn't mean they're not a boss. It doesn't mean they don't handle their business. It does not mean that it's the end of the world. It just means that they're human, just like you are. Okay. All right. So with the Four of Pentacles, this person is learning to open themselves back up because they have a strong desire for you, a strong pull towards you. This person craves you. So you have that type of effect on them. They have such strong feelings for you and love you so much until they're trying to change the whole way they have gone about things after this last breakup they've been through in order to be open and to be ready to be with you. Okay. All right. So the last row represents the immediate future. So we got 4 cards showing up here. We have the Devil, Capricorn energy, 2 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, which is Scorpio energy for me. And then we've got the 6 of Pentacles. So this is the second time Scorpio is showing up. So like I said, somebody's got some Scorpio placements here. Okay. So what I feel like Spirit is saying, let me clarify first, because I want to see the clarification cards first. Okay. So remember, this person went through heartbreak just like you did. Okay. This, I feel like, is them. I feel like when they were trying to come towards this person that they were with, this person was riding off into the sunset with somebody else. Okay. This person wore a mask just like your twin did. And they did all manner of narcissistic things, prideful and egoic things to your person, just like they were done to you. Because I'm telling you, when you sit down and talk to this person, you're gonna be like, oh my God, that happened to me too. And then when you tell them stories, they're gonna be telling you the same thing. Okay. So it will be a level playing field where you both understand what the other person went through. Okay. So what Spirit is saying is that this person realizes they've got things they've got to deal with this Devil card. Okay. Capricorn energy. All right. There's going to be a choice that has to be made. All right. And I feel like they've already made their choice. I feel like you got a choice and they got a choice. They've already made their choice that they want to come towards you, and they're doing what they need to do. They're using the passion and the love that they feel for you to come towards you to build this relationship with you. Okay. With the Queen of Cups, because they got a lot of love for you. And with the 6 of Pentacles, they're wanting to give you equal love. They're wanting to give you exactly what it is exactly what it is that you want and what you're willing to give in return. Okay. So this person is opening themselves back up so that they can come to you honest, open, and vulnerable with nothing to hide. All right. They're stabilizing themselves to be able to do this and step back into their independent energy, this independent nature. All right. Because they, like I said, they were heartbroken just like you are. And they're going through what they need to go through to prepare for this connection to come together. So when y'all ask where your person is, why they're not here, they got things they got to work on just like you. And as I've told all the other 11 signs, I'm telling you the same thing. If you working on yourself, they working on themselves. But if you ain't doing nothing, they ain't doing nothing either, because you mirror each other. So if you want this person to work on themselves and get ready to come in for the two of you to be together, do your work, Pisces. Do what you need to do. Because like I tell you, nothing's going to come for free. You have to sit in a certain energy to be able to be receptive to this person and be able to let them in. And that's what Spirit is telling you. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get some messages from Spirit, see what else they want to tell you about the reading. Okay. So both of you are going through a spiritual awakening. We've got healing. Spirit is saying old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. So there are wounds on both sides of this connection, your side and their side, that need to be looked at and need to be healed. And then we've got true love here. Spirit is saying this love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. And then we've got new love. A new love, a recommitment to love is developing. Okay. So like I said, you got to live in reality and not be thinking, oh, because it's a fairy tale love, that it ain't going to be no damn, it ain't going to be no ups and downs. There's no such thing as a life without peaks and valleys. You would never appreciate the peaks if you didn't have the valleys. Okay. This person is a very strong person, just like you're a very strong person, Pisces. And so just like you bet on yourself and you know what you're capable of doing, I feel like it's the same thing with this person. I don't feel like Spirit's going to bring you anybody at this point after what you've gone through with this twin that is going to, somebody that's going to bring you down. This person is human just like you, but I feel like they are prioritizing you and this relationship and doing what they need to do in order to come in the right way, to come in balanced. Okay. All right. So we've got messages from your person. We're not getting anything from the twin. So this says unique. You are unique and special, and I've never met anyone like you before. You have opened me up to things that I never knew were possible. I am so strong because of the power of our love. You have opened my heart to the truth, and I'm very grateful for all of the lessons that we're both learning now. Okay? This person realizes that you're unlike anybody else. This person sees your value without having to go through a jacked up relationship with you and then figuring it out when it's too late, like this twin is going to do. Because I'm telling you, as soon as you ride off with this person, as soon as y'all are gone, here they ass gonna come when it's too damn late. But you gonna be like, peace out, buddy. You had a chance, you didn't come. But I feel like, for a lot of you feel the same way I feel. They could show up and be completely healed and be a completely brand new person. I still don't want them. So, because like I said, it's certain things to me that once you do them, once you cross a certain line, we can't go back. And I feel like a lot of you feel that same way. Okay. So then we've got communication. I need to talk to you and feel close to you. Okay. Or feel you close. I want to reach out to you. Please be open to receiving communication from me soon. Your response will encourage me greatly, and I'll be waiting to hear back from you. So for a lot of you, this person is getting ready to come in and say something to you. But let me tell you this. If you are healing, Pisces, and this person comes in, it is not an invitation for you to stop healing. You still need to be working on your stuff, just like your person needs to still work on their stuff as well. Okay? It doesn't end. Healing doesn't ever end. You still need to always have some type of, ritual that you go, even if it's one thing you do every day, you need to still do that. Because like I said, this person is going to challenge you in a lot of ways. That's going to be the next readings that I talk about, is what's going to happen in the connection with the two of you, and how it's going to be. Like I told you, like inspiration, how you're going to inspire each other. You're going to be each other's muse, this type of thing. And when one person levels up, it's going to inspire the other person to level up as well. Okay. So we've got, I have fears of being vulnerable with you. I don't want to get hurt. Remember, I told you this. You both have trust issues, right? We've got, you're on my mind all the time. Life without you is meaningless. Like I said, this person knows that you are the one for them and they don't want to be with anybody else. And then we've got, I need to be with you. Okay. So let me tell you this. I had somebody come to me in the comments talking about, they can't be with the new person because of this and because of this and because of that. And I told this person, just like I'm going to tell you, you have free will at the end of the day. If you decide that you don't want to be with this person, you want to move on your own, or for those of you who, for whatever reason, want to go back to the twin, you have free will. But let me tell you this. Don't come at me in the comments if you make a choice and you realize you made the wrong choice. Because I'm telling you what Spirit's recommendation is. But at the end of the day, you have your own free will. You can do whatever you want. But understand that actions have consequences. So if you make the wrong choice, or you make a choice, and let me say that, let me not say the wrong choice. If you make a choice and it does not turn out the way you want it to, don't come to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot, because I don't have nothing to do with that. I'm just downloading the information from Spirit and telling you what they're telling me. Okay? You can choose to listen to it, or you can choose to not listen to it. And if you don't listen to it, it is nobody's fault but your own if things don't work out the way you want them to. And I mean that with all the love in the world. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or whatever, but lately some people been coming in the comments saying stuff to me like I got something to do. Like, just because I'm telling them what is going on, like I'm putting a gun to your head telling you got to be with this person. You ain't got to be with nobody if you don't want to be with him. Like I tell you, if the person comes to you, You feel like something is off, or you feel like this person is not for you, do what you need to do. But don't say nothing to me. Don't come to me because I don't have anything to do with what happens once I tell you what's going on. Once you make a choice, that's your choice and you have to own it. That's part of life, okay? All right. So, we've got please don't give up on me. You are my destiny. And then you deserve to have me at my absolute best. So that's what I'm telling you. This person is taking this seriously, okay? This is not your average relationship that you've had in the past where these people don't see your value and they walk all over you and they do all these crazy things. Like I said, this is a reward from spirit, but it's your choice if you want to take the reward or if you don't, okay? So we've got I'm waiting patiently. It's time for me to heal now. So like I said, this person is healing, but they want you so badly. All right. Okay. Like I told you, that's what I keep getting from this separation card. This person really does not like being separated from you. Just like, a lot of you are wanting to meet them and to start your relationship. And when the time is right, it's going to happen. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get some romance angel oracle cards before I let you go. But this separation is important. Even though we don't like separation, it's very important because you have to get yourself together and this person has to get themselves together as well. Okay? Okay, so Spirit is telling you that you deserve love. You are lovable. And then we've got healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Let me tell you this. Like I said, it's a lot of things you have to look at, but this right here is a major red flag. If you don't fix this, if it's one of your parents that you got issues with and you go into a relationship with somebody, I'm telling you, they're going to come up. These issues are going to come up. So it would behoove you, Pisces. You do what you want to do at the end of the day, but Spirit is recommending, that's why this card is coming up, for you to look at this because there are some things that need to be looked at, okay? All right, Pisces, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Love you. Bye, Pisces. Hi, Pisces. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what's going on with you and your soulmate with new love, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here we go, Pisces. Overall energy for this week's reading is the Eight of Wands. So this is talking about communication, okay? This can also speak of manifestation, like you're manifesting communication. Underneath this, we have the King of Cups. This is Cancer for me. It could also represent Scorpio or Pisces, but when this shows up, Spirit is saying Cancer. So you could have Cancer placements or your person could have. This is talking about balance. It can also speak of somebody coming into your life that is very devoted, very kind, very in touch with their emotions, that, that somebody that is a really good person, a really good person to be in a relationship with, okay? Underneath this is the Hermit card. This is Virgo energy. It is talking about, it could represent the older person in the connection. It doesn't have to, but it is talking about, the need to sit in this energy in order to heal from what has happened to you in the past. Because with the Five of Swords, I feel like you've both been through breadcrumbing, mind games, that type of thing with this Five of Swords, but you got to be willing to win at all costs with this energy as well. Okay, because there we go. We got the Ten of Swords. Both of you have been betrayed, stabbed in the back, lied to with this Ten of Swords, cheated on possibly. And, this is about you putting the work in order to, move forward and not holding yourself back with this Four of Pentacles, okay? And taking the leap of faith. There's the Fool. Okay, so we're going to start by clarifying this Eight of Wands. Let's go ahead. Okay, this is about you stepping into your divine counterpart energy. I'm not going to say divine masculine or feminine because I have guys that watch me as well. So divine masculine or your divine feminine energy is what I'm saying. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on with your person. Okay. Your person is trying to regain control of their lives. Okay. Because I feel like things have been out of control with the relationship they were, the last relationship that they were in. Yeah. See, they've been suppressing their feelings with the suppression card. So it's talking about them not, bottling up their emotions and not talking about their feelings, but they know they got to get out of this in order to be with you. Okay. You're coming up with the desire card. You really, really want to be with, really, really, really want to be with this person. It is talking about, the fact that there's going to be a lot of not just love, but lust on both sides of the connection, but in a good way. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's the lust is going to be driven by the love and not lust just being driven, by lust itself. Okay. This person really genuinely has emotion for you, and you will genuinely have emotion for them if they haven't already showed up. Okay. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at is the foundation of the relationship. So we got the Ace of Cups here. Okay. It's a beautiful card to see. This is talking about, I feel like this connection is going to bring you both peace. Okay. The birds, like I told you, for me, always represent spirit. So peace, the olive branch here, it can talk about like, oh gosh, it's like a symbol of peace. Giving somebody an olive branch, that type of thing. So somebody where you and this person really get along with each other, and that if there are any disagreements or anything like that, you're gonna work it out in a peaceful manner. And there's a lot of love, not only for each other but for self. Okay. All right. This could also talk about a rekindled romance as well. I gotta call it as I see it. But if you don't want somebody from the past, then just tell them no. If they show up, tell them no. Tell them you holding out for the soulmate. Okay. All right. So we've got holiday love, making peace. So this is telling me that for some of you, this new person could be coming in around Christmas time, or the two of you could be spending the holidays together. Okay. Then we've got, look, see, this person's coming in with wanting marriage, wanting commitment. This is not somebody, like I said, that's playing around and just wants to take you out a couple of times. And, it's just not somebody just coming after you, for sex. Okay. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at represents your emotions. So we've got the Page of Cups, water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is your energy. It is talking about a love offer. For some of you, it could include an apology. All right. For what? I don't know. Like I said, for some of you, the fact that this is showing up is showing me that it could be somebody, that you already know, that you don't realize that this is the person that's in love with you. Okay. And just because you already know who it is, it doesn't mean it was a past relationship. It could just mean that it's somebody that you work with. It could be somebody that sees you on a regular basis. You have the same friend group. It could come up a myriad of different ways. It's not just, when I say, somebody you already know, it does not automatically mean it's somebody that you were in a relationship with in the past. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay, we've got, see, we got in the next lifetime showing up. I feel like this right here is talking about the twin. So for some of you, this could be the twin coming up, trying to offer you an apology and wanting to start over with you because they know you with somebody new. Okay. But like I said, when that happens, it's going to be when you're already with somebody else. Okay. And then when it comes to your person, we've got the illumination card. I feel like it's just them having certain revelations about things in their life and certain revelations about you and the way the connection is going to go together with you. Okay. All right. So the next card, or the next thing we're going to look at, represents your person's emotions, this new person, the soulmate. So we've got the Ace of Wands showing up here and the Five of Wands. So this person's going to come in very passionate, wanting to have a fresh new start in love with you. And they're going to be ready to compete with anybody. They're going to want to knock out all the competition. That's why this Five of Wands is showing up. Okay, let's clarify. Okay, they're going to be paying attention to the details. Like I told you, that's why they watch you. This is somebody that if you have the slightest change, you could move your hair like take a lock of your hair and like move it, or like say it was you had it up like this and then you put it down or something like that. This person will know that something has changed. Okay. If they call you, you answer the phone and you don't sound right, they listening to your voice and they know something is wrong. They're immediately like, what's wrong? Is that type of person, somebody that really sees you, hears you, and feels you. That's the type of person that's coming in for you. And I feel like you need that, Pisces, because you're an emotional sign. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing, because I'm a Scorpio, so I'm an emotional sign too. But I feel like emotional signs, we need that. We need somebody to know that someone else cares about how we feel on an emotional level. Okay, because a lot of times water signs get a bad rap because deep down inside we're emotional, but that's not a bad thing. I feel like people who can't show their emotions and can't open themselves up, who are emotionally withdrawn, those are the people that have the issues. It's not you. You're not weak because you're a water sign. So all that BS. Okay. So when it comes, see, Spirit is telling you, you got a love offer coming in, Pisces. So this person, like I said, is going to be coming in and they're going to be damn serious about this situation, and they're not going to be playing around. They're going to be offering you this love offer, because this person, Pisces, the reason why I'm laughing, because I'm like, this person trying to lock you down, baby. They don't want nobody else to have you, Pisces. And I'm laughing and giggling because I think that's a beautiful thing, that somebody loves you like that, that they like, mine. You can't have her or him, can't have them. That's what I feel like it is. Okay. This person may be coming in with flowers for you. This person could like to wear hats. There's a lot of different things, that Spirit is saying. But this is, the fact that this hat is pulled over this person's eyes like this is somebody, they give off a mysterious air. And like I told you, this could be somebody right in your face, Pisces, and you don't even realize it's them until they make themselves known. Okay. All right. The next card we're going to take a look at represents the challenges. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune. This is Spirit talking about the soulmate energy. It is speaking of this being a fated connection, and that it's happening in divine timing. And I feel like that's what the challenge is, that no matter what you do, no matter what you say, everything's going to play out the way it's supposed to play out, when it's supposed to. This person's going to show up in your life at the perfect time, in the perfect way, like when both of you are ready. All right. That's why I said you control the things you can control, which is you being healed and you being ready. Okay. So yeah. We've got the karmic relationship card. I feel like this is just Spirit saying that both you and this person in the past, these were the relationships you were in, were karmic relationships. But this connection is going to be unlike anything you've ever experienced before. This is going to be, like I said, a destined connection. And like I said, as soon as you realize who your person is, you're gonna feel it on an intuitive level. The difference between this karmic, because karmic relationships a lot of times can be very toxic. Okay. And because look at both of the people. It's like you bring out the worst in each other, because there's certain things you have to learn. Okay. All right. So, but this person is going to be the opposite. This person is going to bring out your best. You're going to basically inspire each other to be the best person you can be. So whereas this one brings out the worst in you, this connection is going to bring out the best. Okay. All right. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So we've got the obstacle ahead card coming up. Let me see what this is. Can you clarify this, please, Spirit? Okay. So there are going to be triggers that are going to be popping up. That's why I tell y'all to go slowly. Okay. Don't go fast with this person, because both of you have been traumatized. Both of you have been through stuff. Okay. And even though this person is going to come in, hot and heavy, I feel like they still are, how do I say? They are still kind of tender from what has happened to them in the past. Okay. So you have to learn each other, learn, your triggers and stuff like that, so that you can help each other heal those things and move forward. Okay. All right. When it comes to the potential outcome, we got two cards that fell here. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Earth sign, or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, towards Virgo, Capricorn. So this is talking about, a love offer coming in, the two of you again learning each other with the Page of Pentacles, because the Page of Pentacles can be a student And this Knight of Pentacles, Spirit telling you, go slowly. Go slowly to get to know each other. That's the outcome. And like I said, I know we don't like slow, but in the past, you've done fast already. And think about over the course of your life, those relationships that you've gone fast with, how did they end up? Okay? That's the question you got to ask, because this person ain't going nowhere. As long as you taking care of yourself, holding up your end of the relationship, they're going to do the same. This person's going to have your back like you have theirs. And like I said, God forbid, Pisces, anybody fuck with you, because you see that Five of Wands there, and that person is coming in ready. They coming in with their wand at the ready to fuck up anybody that want to try to get in, try to get at you, because they are saying, I hear that. It's a song, it's an old song. Oh God, y'all know what I'm talking about when I tell you. They say I put a spell on you, and then at the end at the end of the chorus it said, "Cause you're mine." Oh yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I'm hearing in my head. But it's an old song from back in the day, older than me, like back in the day, like my grandparents' day. That's how old that song is. But that's what Spirit is saying. This person, take your time and move at a snail's pace. There's nothing wrong with that. That way you don't have to worry about, you know, you can pay attention to how you feel. This person can pay attention to how they feel. If you hit any roadblocks or any bumps in the connection, you have time to stop and talk about it. Because a lot of times when we in love and we all on each other and stuff like that, we running and we not paying attention. And then like one day some stuff blows up, and one of the other person may feel, like you're going too fast. They may get scared that, it might be too much intimacy at one time. That's why, and I'm not talking about sexual. I'm talking about just intimacy in general, okay? Because it's difficult, that, to come back from a relationship, come back and be in a relationship again after you've been hurt. That's why I tell you the this time where you're apart from this person and you're healing yourself, it is so, so, so very important, Pisces. It's so important. I know you don't want to do it, but I'm telling you, you'll be proud of yourself. You'll be able to step in with your heart truly open, and you'll be able to move at a pace that is comfortable for the both of you. You won't have a problem with waiting for this person or them having to wait for you. Like I say, because that's how it happens when you're going slow like that. Sometimes one person needs for it to go a little slower, and the other one, if you want to be with them, you have to wait for them to catch up. Okay. But when I say they may need it to go a little slower, I'm not saying it's going to be a thing where they just going to walk away from you for days and there ain't going to be no conversation or communication. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, if one of you starts to feel some kind of way about the connection, or it starts to bring up triggers and stuff, because we just had the trigger card come up, right? Or if certain obstacles pop up and stuff like that. That's what this is about. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Yeah, see, this is why Spirit is saying y'all need to go slow. Okay, because you have both been hurt, but this is coming up on your person's side. All right, so like I said, these things, sometimes you don't know all the stuff hasn't been healed until you hit a roadblock. Okay. And so look, see, it says, and it's to prevent this too, to prevent confusion and unclear emotions. Okay. Because you need to have time to figure out how you feel. Your person needs to have time to figure out how they feel. That's why it's just best to just start out as friends. You start out as friends. There are no expectations, right? You know where it's headed. This person knows where it's headed. Okay. But you start out as friends, and then that way you give both parties, including yourself, a chance to just get, marinate in the feelings and get comfortable with it. Okay. Without it getting to a point where you're remembering old hurts, or, you're confused. You don't know where you stand. But with this person, like I said, they're going to come in truthful, because I see the Ace of Swords in my head. This person is all about telling you the damn truth. Like I said, they may be truthful to a damn fault. Let me say it like that. This person is not about the lies, because they've been lied to, and I feel like they despise that. Okay. All right. So we're getting a message from Spirit. So we have this is the Page of Pentacles here. So it's talking about An excellent opportunity presents itself. Happy news about your career, promotions or scholarships, a new area of study. So like I said, some of you may be going back to school to further your education for your career. This is also talking about possible promotions. When it comes to, your career or your business, you may be making a lot more money. But like I said, you have a lot of rewards on the other side of this healing. That's why it's so important that you do it as well. It doesn't just have to do with your love relationship. You've got, money and all kinds of other things, all kinds of other beautiful things coming. Okay. All right. When it comes to other messages from your person, we've got everything will be all right. Please trust me. So I feel like this is going to be someone who is very comforting, right? They want to be there and be protective of you, not let anybody, get in your face. This person's going to be like your damn bodyguard, basically. Okay. But they love you and they got your back. They're not going to let anybody mess with you. And this is going to be somebody where when you hurting or you having a bad day, you can pick up the phone and call this person or they will come from wherever they are. And the two of you will be together. You can tell them anything. You can talk to them about anything. Okay. And it says you will always have a place in my heart. Okay. All right. So we've got inspiration. So you and this person are going to inspire each other. It says there is no one else who inspires me the way you do. I am so proud of you, your achievements and gifts. Your love really gives me strength and courage to strive for more out of life. Okay. I feel like you're both going to inspire each other. It's going to be a thing of, you're going to level up together. I feel like one person may level up some, and then you'll, like for instance, if it's your person, then you'll see them leveling up and you'll be like, hell, you ain't going to leave me behind. I'm going to level up too. It's going to be that type of thing. Okay. You are going to always say that. You're going to amp each other up. Okay. Then we've got need you. All right. So we got the person sitting here in the queen or king energy. Make it fit. It says need you. You are so nurturing, magnetic, and passionate. A queen or king in my life. Your light shines bright and guides me through my darkness. You feel like home to me, and I always feel very happy and comfortable in your presence. Thank you, my love, for always sending me healing energy and love. I need you and your energy even more now. Okay. All right. Let's get some more messages. All right. So we've got, I'm always here for you. So like I said, this person's always going to have your back. I hide my true desires for you. This is what this person is doing right now. Just right now. But once they come in, I feel like once they feel comfortable and the two of you like hit it off from the beginning, I feel like, it won't be that long into the connection where they tell you how they feel. Okay. And then we've got, I have never loved anyone the way that I love you. All right. Okay. Yeah. This person is obsessed with you. Okay. All right. Okay, we've got in the end, this will all be worth it. So I feel like this is your person saying that it may seem like things are going slowly right now and they're not, might not, be the pace you're wanting it to be. But in the end, you'll realize why everything had to work out, had to move at the pace that it was moving at. Okay. And it says we are finally coming into union. So you and this person, like I told you, they coming soon because we got the love offer card coming in and this card here saying that we're finally coming into union. So for some of you, it's imminent. Okay. All right. Let me get one more message. Yeah. You inspire me. Okay. Let me get one more. Keep giving you so. It says sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So this person, like I said, they think a whole lot about you, Pisces. Okay. You are living rent free in this man or woman's head. Okay. Now we're going to get some Black Hollywood Romance Stars Oracle cards and see what else Spirit wants to tell you about the reading. Yeah, this person's going to be your safe space. It says, there's nothing like being able to let your guard down and know that you're protected by your partner's love. Remember, I told you, this person's going to hold a space for you. You can always come in and talk to them about whatever you need to talk to them about. even if it's about them. You know, this is going to be somebody that's going to be open to hearing what you have to say. Okay. Then we have harvest. You planted the seed that the universe gave you. Due to your patience and growth, you are now able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okay. So this person is about to come in. Okay. And then we have explore. Take a ride and explore new scenery or each other's inner thoughts. This is about, you know, you having a good time and getting to know this person. That's what it's like. I said, it's supposed to be fun. Relationships are supposed to be fun. They're not supposed to be all fire and brimstone and toxicity and all this last person you were with and whoever that the hell else you was with that abuse, you know, was abusive and, you know, emotionally manipulative and all this kind of stuff. That's not relationships. Okay. So that's why I said a lot of you haven't even had the good relationships to know what it's supposed to be like. That's why I tell you, don't rush. Let it take its time, because this person has the potential to be your life partner if that's what you're wanting. Okay, Pisces. All right. Well, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Pisces. Hi, Pisces. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at new love for the month of November and see what's going on with you and your soulmates. Okay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. And this is a timeless reading, so it don't matter if I say November, because there have been readings that I have read, that I have seen, that were like 4 or 5 years old, and they still resonated with what was going on with me at the time. It doesn't have, the time has nothing to do with anything, because everything's happening at one time. That's what people don't understand. Your past, your present, and your future are all happening at the same time. Time is not linear. It's only an illusion in this world, in the 3D. But in all actuality, time is all happening at the same time. So it's like you with your person and you're not with your person at the same time. You are going through whatever you're going through and not going through it at the same time. So that's what y'all got to understand about these readings, because y'all be talking about, oh, this time. That's why I can do a reading, and then one of you will say, that's something that happened to me 5 years ago. And then another you in the comments will tell me, yeah, that's what's going on now. And then tomorrow somebody else will come in the comments and say, oh, that happened to me. That happened to me yesterday. So like I said, it's going to be different for everybody, because everybody is at a different point in their life, but it is what you're supposed to hear when you're supposed to hear it. That's the main thing. Okay. Okay. Here, let's get started. This one. Okay. Okay, here we go. Pisces. Overall energy for this weekly reading is the Justice card. It's Libra energy. This can talk about balance, you know, talk about karmic justice, meaning you getting what you deserve and the people around you getting what they deserve when it comes to love. Okay, you and your soulmate getting what you deserve. Okay, because the perpetrators, the people that were out there hurting other people, lying and cheating and so on and so forth, this is about them getting their comeuppance, and about you getting the love, you and your soulmate getting the love that you both deserve, because you tried to do right when it came to love. Okay. All right. Underneath this is the 7 of Cups. This is talking about having a lot of options. I feel like your person, this soulmate, has a lot of options. I feel like at times you do as well, Pisces. But this person, look at the card. Look closely. Look at all these options. There's 6 options there. Your person has already chosen who they want. They want to be with you, and that's why they're holding this card. This cup. Okay, and you see it's showing the moon there, because they're moving in silence. They've already made their decision, and you don't even know. Because I tell y'all, a lot of you, this person, you already know who the hell it is. You just hadn't put 2 and 2 together yet. And I guess you're not going to get activated with this person until it's time for the 2 of you to get activated. Okay. Then we've got the 9 of Pentacles showing up here. Okay. This is spirit telling you to get in your bag. Do what you need to do. You know, see, look at how this woman got pentacles all around her damn neck. This is about you building up your coin, stabilizing yourself in other areas of your life because your ships are about to come in here, okay? And you got your back turned, so that spirit saying you don't even see it coming, but your person is about to show up, okay? Then we've got the Eight of Wands showing up here. This is like a quick, fast, and a hurry communication. And look at all the birds. This is spirit. Spirit is guiding you through this situation and letting you know that your person is on the way with communication. So there's going to be a leap of faith from them, and they're going to expect a leap of faith from you. All right. Okay. So we're going to start by clarifying this Justice card. Okay, here we go. So this is about you being in the flow, remaining detached, and letting, whatever happens, happens, accepting and no longer feeling the need to alter or control the situation. That's what Spirit wants you to do. Take your hands off the steering wheel and let them drive. Okay. That's why they all showing up here in this Eight of Wands card here. Okay. Because Eight of Wands can be a card of manifestation. All right. This can also talk about somebody showing up in your life quick like that, and you having to jump in to a new relationship with both feet if that's what you're wanting to do. But Spirit is telling you to let it go. Stop trying to control things, because you're going to, this person's going to show up and the both of you are going to take the leap of faith when it is time. Okay. Not before, because I'm telling you, don't play with Spirit, because they'll play with you back. Okay. So we've got the not enough card here. So I feel like this is this is what happened to you after this connection with this twin. Okay. This person chipped away at your confidence. Okay. They self-sabotaged the connection. They had a lot of frustrations. Like I said, it was almost as if this person was trying to punish you for being everything they prayed for. Okay. But it was karma. It was lessons, is what Spirit is saying here with the card. I feel like both of you had karma and lessons, you and the soulmate I'm talking about. Okay. Then we have the marriage card showing up here on your person's side. They may have been in a marriage and had to get divorced. This can also speak of them wanting to come towards you to marry you because they realize you're the one. Sometimes you got to go through a whole bunch of, how they say you got to kiss a bunch of frogs before you kiss your prince, or, frogs before you kiss your princess. Make it fit, guys. But I feel like you had to learn the things you had to learn, and your person had to learn the things they had to learn in order for you to prepare for this connection, because this connection is unlike anything else. So when people come at me in the comments and they're like, I don't understand why I got to walk the line, why I got to do this, why I got to heal, why I got to do that, when my friends are walking into relationships with people and, they don't have to do nothing or whatever. And I'm like, okay, but you're not on the same journey. They not on the same journey as you. Okay. They not on the same journey as you. So you signed up for some shit on the other side, and I did too, where the rules are different. For whatever reason, they are, because we are coming down here on a mission. Okay, we're supposed to be bringing more light to this world, not just individually, but when you come together with your person, because that's what was supposed to happen with the twin. The two of y'all were supposed to come together and do your little things together and bring more light to this world. You were supposed to bring more light to this world with your relationship. You were supposed to bring more light to this world with what you do for mission work. Okay. So with this new person, the two of you are coming together. You, like I said, some of you are going to start businesses with this person. You're going to create children, and your children, not only you are going to bring light to the world and your person, but also the children that you create are going to bring light to this world and change the world and do beautiful things here. Okay. But what you got to understand is, in order for that to happen, you got to be stronger than your average bear. Okay. And who's to say these people that you talk about, your friends and all this kind of stuff, if they didn't go through the things that you went through, okay, think about how strong you are, Pisces. Think about all you went through. Think about how this person dragged you, tried to chip at your self-confidence, tried to break you down and beat you down, and you fucking still here. You see what I'm saying? How many people can say that? You know what? I used to date this guy, And I remember he used to tell me it was something going on at the time that he and I were together, and it was like 2 or 3 different things, like really difficult things that were going on. I think I had like a health issue and some couple of other things going on at the same time, right? So I remember he says to me, he says, I don't know how the fuck you are still standing. He said, because if that was me going through half of the shit you was going through, I wouldn't even be able to handle it. He was like, I would have been tapped out. And I said, well, I ain't got no choice. Number one, I don't have no choice but to go through it. Because what I'm supposed to do, lay down and die? But I already knew, but at that age, because I was in my 30s then, and I knew at that time that I wasn't the average bear when it came to certain things. Because when I look back on my life, and even now when I look back on my life, I'm like, I went through all this fucking shit. I went through all this shit. And I used to ask, just like y'all used to ask, what is the purpose? What are we doing? What is happening? Because it makes you angry, and it makes you want to just be like, I'm gonna throw all this shit down and walk away. But you got to understand, I tell y'all this all the time, there's a method to spirit's madness. And if you're going through something and you see other people around you and you know they ain't going through the same shit you're going through, you on some type of mission, baby. It's something special. It's something you here to do. And if you here to bring light to this world, some of you are supposed to be in the spotlight. You're not supposed to be hidden or whatever is going on. Whatever you do, okay, for your whatever your life purpose is, whatever brings you joy, because that's your life purpose, what makes you happy, you're supposed to be end up in the spotlight. Because like me, spirit used to tell me all the time that I was supposed to be well known, and I'd be like, I don't want that. I don't want nobody, because I'm kind of like an introvert. Even though I come on here with y'all every week, there's a part of me, because like I have one parent that is a mad extrovert. He is so, my father, he is so extroverted. He'll talk to anybody. This is somebody that's never met a stranger. And then my mother is the exact opposite. She is a straight up introvert. And so I always say that I'm half my father, half my mother. But sometimes my mother takes over. so I'm saying all of this to say I'm introverted. I sometimes the introvert, like I said, I can get out there and be extroverted just like my dad can. But at times, I just want to be left the fuck alone, and I just want to be in my corner and just be left alone. And so this was during one of them particular times when spirit used to tell me this, that I was going to be famous. They've been telling me this for years, and I was like, why are you telling you? And it used to freak me out, because I'm like, why are you telling me this? I don't want to be famous. I was like, just give me some money and I'll be happy. I don't need all this stuff or whatever. But as I've gotten older and I realize what is going on, I am here to do certain things. And I can't, my soul is not gonna allow me to deny that. Okay? Because I'm here to do certain things just like you. And I'm telling you this about me because you're here to do certain things. And so because you're here to do certain things, you can't be your average bear when it comes to the things you can overcome and stuff like that. Because you look at people that are in the spotlight, look at the shit they go through. You can't be your average person and stand in the fucking spotlight or do certain mission work or bring light to the earth the way you're supposed to do if you just somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that you haven't ever been through anything, so you don't know how strong you are. All of these things are to test you, to show you that you're stronger than you think you are. And even when you feel like you've been pushed to your limit, Pisces, you can still go farther and you can still deal with more. I'm not saying you want to do that, and I'm not saying that spirit is gonna push you to that limit, but I'm telling you this to tell you there's a reason why you're going through the things you're going through. This is not hell. Nobody is trying to, break your spirit. Well, we're gonna leave that alone. Nobody's trying to break your spirit or see, I can't say they not trying to see how much you can take, because I feel like at times that's what spirit does. But I feel like it's part of the plan, because the things that you are about to do, the stages and the things that you're about to step on, and the people you're about to meet, and the lives you're about to touch, you have to be at a certain level. So that's why I'm telling y'all, you look, what I hear in my head? That song? It say, you better shake it off, shake it off. That's what spirit is saying. Shake it off, because you signed up for this on the other side. I did too. Okay? And it's just like anything. it's not gonna be peaks all the time. You're gonna have peaks and you're gonna have damn valleys, okay? But it's the importance is not the peaks and the valleys. It's the fact that the valleys teach you to appreciate the peaks, and the peaks show you how far you can go, and the valleys show you what you're capable of. Because like I said, look at the shit you've been through. I know sometimes you sit back and you like, how the fuck did I get through that? And I'm still here, and I went through this, and I went through this, and went through that. So don't forget how strong you are. Don't forget what an amazing person you are. But you got to understand that, what do they say? To those that, what, much is given, much is going to be expected. So it's that type of thing. You're getting rewarded for the stuff you went through. It may not have been when you wanted it to, and it may not have been how you wanted it to, but you are getting rewarded for these things. And a lot of you are about to shoot off into the fucking stratosphere and you don't even fucking see it coming. Okay? All right, let's move on. So we've got the first placement we're going to take a look at represents the main theme of the month. Okay? So we got two cards. We have Temperance, Sagittarius energy, and then we have the King of Wands. This is a fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in the chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay? With these two cards, Spirit is talking about like the balance, okay? And this card is also talking about like preparation, like you preparing yourself for this new love that's going to come into your life, okay? It's going to require you to be very balanced. The two of you is going to be a very healing connection. We talk about this all the time, right? This is about moderation, learning how to make space in your life for this new love, okay? Because this love is going to require a lot, okay? That's why if you've been feeling tired all the time, you feel like you gotta sleep, you don't get enough rest, you feeling like, you've been feeling out of sorts for a while, it's because you are transitioning into a new day when it comes to your relationships, with your romantic relationships, and you got somebody new coming in. Like I said, it's gonna be like something you never experienced before, and so your body is adjusting. Okay, Spirit is telling you embrace change. Okay, so then we've got the self-indulgence card. Spirit is telling you focus on your self-worth and value. Take the time to heal, do your shadow work, appreciate self. Okay, because if you want other people to appreciate you, it starts with how you treat yourself. All right, people say that all the time, and I used to think it was a bunch of BS, but it's true. Okay, then we've got for you the invisible card. Okay, I feel like this twin made you feel invisible. I feel like other people throughout your life, I feel like this started when you were a child, that you feel invisible. It's talking about, you feel the need to be seen. You feel worthless and flawed at times, wanting to feel valued and always trying to prove your worth. So this is like people pleasing, okay? And not feeling like people see you, people truly understand you. You have somebody that's coming that's going to see you, that's going to understand you. You and this person are going to be on the same wavelength, okay? But you have to heal this invisible energy here, because I keep telling y'all, don't think Spirit won't use that new person, the soulmate, to show you where you still have things you need to heal. That's why I'm telling you, if you don't want to go through that, because it's disillusioning for them to use this on the new person. It's disillusioning. So that's why I'm telling you, you work on this before this person comes into your life. Because if you don't do it, you're going to delay this person coming in, or as I just said, Spirit will use this person to show you that you need to heal it. So it's either you do it on your own, or Spirit is going to put you in a situation to where you have to do it. Okay, so we've got the abandonment card showing up here. I feel like this is talking about your twin. They feel abandoned because you're moving on. All right, so we're just going to throw this card to the side and move on, because if they really wanted to be with you, they would have acted right when they were supposed to. Okay, next card we're going to talk about, or the next placement, is the past influences affecting this month. So we've got the Tower, Scorpio energy. We have the Page of Pentacles, Earth sign, or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and then we've got the Devil, Capricorn energy. So this is talking about your twin, right? Obsession, because I hear that song, Obsession, you're my obsession, and somebody, what is it? What do you want me to be? I'll be what you want me to be, so you'll sleep with me. That's what I'm hearing with this card. So this is about, I feel like, this person studying you, okay? This person studying you and being obsessed with you, the twin. Studying you and being obsessed with you, and wanting to change the situation, wanting to change what happened between the two of you. They're trying to figure out how to get you back under their thumb, because they feel like at one point they had control of you, Pisces, and now they're trying to figure out some kind of way to reverse engineer it to bring you back under their thumb, to get you back into that Eight of Swords energy, so you don't go anywhere because they feel you moving away from them. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Yeah, but your soul tribe is coming. Your soul tribe is coming. There's nothing they can do to stop that. And like I said, their manifestations are not gonna do anything at this time. They don't have any power because of what they did to you. Okay, so we've got the butterfly. All right, and then we have the chaser. So this is you: fear of abandonment, chasing, and codependency. So these triggers here, these are some things that have to be looked at as well, because you are evolving and growing. Okay, healing the inner child, releasing the past. When you heal the inner child and you release the past, you're going to come out of this chaser energy where you're not chasing anybody anymore. Okay. All right, let's get some cards for your person. Okay, Spirit is telling you the universe has a plan. Okay, your person is sitting in solitude. They're, trying to figure out, I guess, their next steps, because they are planning on how to come towards you. And then we've got the telepathy card here, which is talking about, you and them having, conversations in the astral, in the 5D, music, and you might be dreaming of this person. It's going to be different for everybody. Okay. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at represents the roadblocks of the month. Look, what didn't I just tell you about resting, not getting enough rest? And all the, okay. So that's what Spirit is talking about. This is one of the roadblocks. You got to prepare for this new person coming in, because it's not just a new person. It is like the two of you are joining forces together to do what it is, whatever your mission is supposed to be here in this lifetime. And you're going to need your energy. They're going to need their energy. This Four of Swords is also like the Hermit. It's like the mini hermit for me, and it's Spirit saying you got to take care of these things here that we just talked about: the invisibility and the codependency, the fear of abandonment with that chaser card we just talked about. Okay, those things, Spirit is pulling out these things now, because we getting down to the wire, and y'all are wanting this person to come through, and you keep talking about, you want to talk about the person, but I can talk about the person all day long, but if you don't do what you're supposed to do, all I'm gonna do is keep talking about them, and it, they're not gonna show up until you do what you're supposed to do. Okay. So we got the clarity card showing up here. It's able to see things clearly, understanding situations, people, places, and things for what they are. This is Spirit telling you to go back and review what happened with in the past. It ain't just the twin, it's everybody, all the situations you've been through. Okay. The fact that you had the dignity to walk away from what was no longer serving you, reviewing that and making sure you take the lesson from it. Okay. Then we've got the secrets card here. Let me see if Spirit is going to tell me what this is. Can you clarify the secrets card, please? Okay. So balance. Okay. Spirit is saying you need to be making sure you work on balance, because you being balanced is you making space in your life for this new person to come in. It's you balancing out the things you got going on, not putting too many eggs, putting the same amount of eggs in every basket, and then making a space for this new person to come in. Okay. All right. Let me get another card. Okay. So yeah, because when they come in, they're coming in with unconditional love. It's going to be giving and receiving between the both of you. A lot of fairness and love and affection returned. You're going to be getting all the things you've always prayed for, because that Four of Swords can talk about you praying too. So all the things that you've prayed for, this person is showing up to be the person that you've always wanted. So Spirit is saying that you and this person are on the right path. This is about you regaining control of your life. Okay, yeah, to prepare for this reconciliation. And like I always tell you, it's reconciliation because you had past lives with this person. Okay, next card or next placements, talking about the possibilities of the month. So we got the Three of Swords and the Page of Cups. All right. I feel like this Three of Swords is talking about your twin, that when they come in and you don't choose them, they're going to end up in this Three of Swords energy, because it is their turn. It is their karma. That's why this Justice card is here. Remember, I told you the perpetrators are going to get their comeuppance, and that's what this is for your person. This Three of Swords could also be talking about your soulmate's person, and the fact that they're going to get their comeuppance as well, because I don't think that this person is realizing that your soulmate is moving on like they are, and that they're about to step into the relationship that they were always meant to be in, and it's gonna fuck this other person's head up. Okay, so then we've got the Page of Cups here. This is a water sign of someone with a lot of water in their chart: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is Pisces energy, and that's what I feel like this is. That when that's what Spirit is saying, that it's a possibility your soulmate is going to come. I'm not your soulmate. Your twin is going to come in wanting to apologize, and you're going to break their damn heart because you're not going for it. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. Then we've got the engagement ring. Okay. So for some of you, this could be a love offer as well, because sometimes these cards be doubling. Spirit is talking about the twin and the soulmate. So for some of you, this could be the soulmate coming in. It's still the card for the twin, but this is the soulmate coming in as well, giving you a love offer, which is going to trigger the twin to come in as well. And then, like I said, get their heart broken because you're not having it. Okay. So the engagement ring is talking about higher commitment, eternity, partnership, and union, completion. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. Your person is going through renewal. See that there they are coming out as a butterfly. You had the butterfly card as well here. Okay, so the two of you are mirroring each other. Okay, you're both coming out, evolving and becoming butterflies to prepare for this union. Okay, because you got to be, if you want something different, you got to be different. You got to come out different. Okay, they are dealing with their triggers as well, just like, Spirit is saying that you need to deal with yours. And then we have, hold on. Yeah, self-care. Spirit is telling you to take care of yourself. All right, do what you need to do. Put yourself first. Okay. All right, so now we're going to get some messages from Spirit, see what else they want to tell you about the reading. Yeah, see? Well, I tell you, I hear that song. Didn't I tell you I heard the song Obsession? It says someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. It's the twin. Okay, wait. The timing is not quite right because you still got to heal. Your person's got to finish their healing as well. They got triggers to deal with too. Protected. You are safe and divinely guided. Okay? All right. All right. Now we're going to get some messages from your person. New person, no old. See what they want to tell you. Okay. We have, it all comes down to timing. So your person is, again, that Spirit, letting y'all know it's going to happen when it's time for it to happen and not before. Like I told you, take your hands off the wheel. A lot of signs are pointing to you lately. And then we have, I feel a special bond with you that I've never felt before. So this person knows. That's why they're coming towards you like they are, because they know intuitively that you're who they've been waiting for. Okay. So we need to talk about everything. So like I said, you and this person are going to have a lot of deep conversations. Sometimes I stare at my phone and get stuck. Okay. So this person, they have their moments like everybody else. And then the thought of you with someone else drives me insane. So this person's going to come in, want to lock you down and not wanting you to, be getting comfy and cozy with anybody else, because to them, I hear that song. What's that? Who is that singing that damn song? I don't know who it is, but it says, I put a spell on you. And then in the chorus, it says, 'cause you're mine. Oh yeah. That's what I hear. That's what I hear coming from your person, that they're saying that about you, that they put a spell on you. Not literally. It's just the way the song goes. Just saying that you belong to them. Okay. All right. So we've got, I do love you. Somebody going to tell me in the comments what it is though. I do love you. And then we've got, I am recovering. Okay. And then we've got, I wish I could share my good news with you. All of these are messages from the new person. Let me get one more. It says, I want to be more than friends. Okay. So this is somebody, like I said, they're coming in to be with you intentionally. This is no game playing. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get a Lover's Oracle card to see what else Spirit wants to tell you about the reading before I let you go. Hold on. You got 3. Okay, the first one, it says time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. It's the third card that's talking about timing. It all comes down to timing. What was the other one saying? Wait, the time is not right. And then we got this one. So Spirit is telling you, don't force it. Don't push it. Take your hands off the wheel. Then we've got this card. Okay, it says The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. All right. Okay. Then we have this one. All right. And it says forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So some of us like to go back to the past and beat the shit out of ourselves because we feel crazy for the choices we made. You made the choices you made. You cannot undo them. The only thing you can do is get the lessons so you can heal it and move forward. That's what Spirit is saying. Forgive the people. Okay? What does it say? Forgive them, for they know not what they do. They know. I ain't gonna even say that. They know what they doing, but it's up for spirit. It's up to spirit for them to let them see the error of their ways. Okay, that's not for us to do. That's why I tell y'all, don't be trying to get no revenge and stuff like that, because trust me, spirit is taking care of this person. I tell you, they can't even manifest. They're trying to get you to come back to them without them having to do anything to get you back, and they can't even do that. So I'm just letting you know. Okay. All right, Pisces, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Pisces.